Hi Mountaineers, I have a new book to share with our kindergarten first and second graders. It's called Never Let a Dinosaur Scribble by Diane Alber. And so I'm kind of excited about this book. It's a brand new one that I just bought for us, and I bought a couple others by this same author that I thought I would share too. So I'm going to work on those this week. Never Let a Dinosaur Scribble. And look at the inside. I've told some of you that I love the inside of a book, inside cover, because normally in picture books, they tell a little bit more about what's to come. That was my dog Jack and my daughter Emma. They're here with me too. Never let a dinosaur scribble. I recently got a pet dinosaur. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And everyone keeps telling me, never let a dinosaur scribble. Why would anyone say such a thing? I mean, dinosaurs are so strong and powerful, so why can't they scribble? I thought if I gave him just one crayon, what could go wrong? I'm already thinking something's going to go wrong with this. Because as a reader, when a character asks a question like, what could go wrong? In my mind, I'm thinking, something's about to happen. Well, I'll tell you. He took off running toward the wall. We don't scribble on walls, only paper, I yelled. Uh-oh. Thank goodness my dinosaur has a short attention span. Just before he was going to scribble on the wall, he noticed a couple of stones instead. He started to scribble on one of the stones, which was great, but there was just one problem. I wonder what the problem's going to be. He really couldn't see the scribble at all. So it was so small he couldn't really see what he had done. I could tell he had another idea. You see the light bulb? When you see the light bulb, it normally means that the person, the character, has an idea. He went to grab the paint. This wasn't going to end well. Uh-oh. I wonder what he's going to try to paint now. But surprisingly, it didn't make as big of a mess as I thought. He just quietly painted his little stone, and it turned out awesome. But then he got another idea. Look how the author wrote those words bigger, and so I tried to read them with a bigger voice. He wanted to paint dinosaur-sized stones. It didn't take long before he was rolling boulders into the room, one after another. Look at that big boulder. Boulder is another word for a big rock. It had become the biggest rock pile I had ever seen, and the way he painted the rocks was truly extraordinary. But you couldn't see my floor or my bed anymore. I had to find a place for this rock pile, and quick. Then I heard a noise down the hall. Dot, dot, dot. You see the dot, dot, dot? It's hard to see. Let me see if you can see it. That means something's getting ready to come, and I'm guessing it might be someone who might not be happy with a rock pile inside of his room. This was it. I was going to be in so much trouble. I popped my head out of the door. My mom was standing right there. Before my mom could say anything, I started to explain the mess she was about to see. Well, it all started when I heard to never let a dinosaur scribble, but I had to find out why. So I gave my dinosaur a crayon, and then he ran towards the wall with it. Thank goodness he got distracted with some small stones and started scribbling on them instead. But he couldn't see the scribble at all, so he got some paint. He loved it so much that he got bigger stones, giant stones even, and it made a big mess, and I'm sorry. So you can see all the yelling he's doing, or actually all the explaining he's trying to do to his mom. And there's his mom standing at the door. My mom peeked around the corner and smiled. You didn't make a mess. You made some spectacular stone art. When I turned around, there was just a little pile of stones on my table. No huge boulders and no gigantic rock pile, but still some of the best art ever. So looking at that this picture, it makes me think that maybe this little boy has a big imagination. And instead of just thinking it's his small little dinosaur stuffed animal, he thought he had a real dinosaur. And instead of the dinosaur painting those rocks, who do you think painted them instead? Maybe the little boy? Okay, let's see. All this time, people wanted to stop dinosaurs from scribbling. It could be because they try and draw on walls or make a gigantic rock pile. But if my dinosaur had never scribbled, he would have never learned how to make this amazing stone art. So the next time you hear, "Never let a dinosaur scribble," just remember, all great art starts with a scribble, and even dinosaurs have to start somewhere. So remember, friends, every piece of beautiful art starts with a scribble. So even you can create some beautiful art. So when you work on with some of Miss Garner's activities, don't forget that as you try and experiment with new ideas, okay? I hope you have a really good evening, and I will be back soon with more books. I miss you guys. Bye.